Hello everyone, welcome back to another automation video. So in this video we're continuing the series. So the last model that we made was Bargi P95. So we're making a successor for that car. And yeah, we're all the way to year 1974 and let's go and make the successor. So this is what I want to be my body. I actually wanted another body, but mods don't work after this update for a while, so we'll just roll with this. It's pretty decent, so let's go with hatch here. Okay, now when it comes to this, it's gonna be pretty much the same philosophy as before. So I'm gonna go with steel here. We're trying to make a like cheap-ish performance car. Okay, this doesn't offset the weight that much, but it's way cheaper. So we'll go with space frame there. Steel, definitely. We're still gonna do front wheel drive for this car, so no need for longitudinal there. Double wishbones maybe, they're too expensive, so yeah, not yet. Maybe in the next car, we'll see. I like using these as a starting point because performance is, so these two are definitely out of the picture because performance is like the main thing here. And we're looking at the price also. Okay, so torsion beam is really cheap, but this does add a lot of extra comfort for not a lot of more price, so let's leave it with that. And we're making a new engine. Okay, so when it comes to engine, I wanted this car to have a 2-liter engine, simply to be like bigger than the previous one, because up until like, well, 2010 or so, or like early 2000, the trend was just like upscaling the engine, upscaling the engine, upscaling the engine. Then around 2000, it went to downscaling the engine, adding turbos. In some performance car up until like 2010 and maybe even later for really like luxury high performance cars. So I wanted to go with upscaling. The problem is when you look at the year, well, the US had an oil crisis. Pretty much the whole world had an oil crisis, an oil embargo a year before that. So I ditched the 2-liter engine and I simply decided to go with 1.6 liter. So we're gonna make one of those. That's probably too much. We're gonna make one of those. I also want it to be like performance engine, so I'm not gonna go crazy with the bore. Yep, that's 1.6 liter. Like I want to keep my bore a bit bigger than I want to keep my stroke, so that lets me rev the engine a bit more at a bit cost of fuel efficiency, but that's not an issue that much. I'm gonna add some additional parts to the engine that are gonna make it more fuel efficient because oil embargo. So yeah, this engine definitely keeps that in mind. Overhead cam's still too expensive because of the additional engineering time. So I'm gonna skip them there, just go with this. Cast iron. This is gonna be full iron. This is not gonna be a crazy engine. I don't think I'm gonna need any forged parts for it. Doesn't make that much of a sense. I'll fix that later. Naturally aspirated, no turbos here. Now, because of the oil embargo and everything, we're ditching the carburetors and going straight to an injection. This is gonna make the car much more fuel efficient, and also it's gonna prepare us for what's coming next for the future engines. To have the injection in there already is pretty nice, because pretty soon after this US started like making catalytic converters mandatory, and that's also like carburetors. They're not so nice there because of the emissions. So that's a nice step forward for this company. Per cylinder option here, I don't feel like I'm gonna have that much of a power limit, so I don't want to pay extra for the production units and everything. It's not that much of a premium, but like the weight is not gonna help me that much, and I don't think I'm gonna have a power limit on this like section here. Okay, when it comes to the fuel is another thing that changed a lot during these years. Like, we pretty much stopped using lead in fuel. So this car is not gonna use lead in fuel. It's gonna push the octane value a bit further down than it used to, than the previous car had. So yeah, this car has yeah, kinda like much more technical limitations than the previous car had, but that's okay. I think we can weather through it with the injection that we have going on there. Okay, when it comes to catalytic converters, they weren't mandatory yet, so I'm not gonna use it here because it's not mandatory, so why limit myself so much? Okay, now we should definitely go back here and fix this stuff up. I'm gonna move this to 3 also, because I think this is like the best investment in quality that you can have in your engine to make it like much better when it comes to the performance engines. Let me dial this down. Well, let me dial it down like actually a lot, and then we're gonna fix it later. Because with cam profiles or VVL and VVT later, you can definitely get way more out of the engine than you could have usually. How much? I don't think we're gonna need to rev that high, but let's leave it there and see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna move this to 50. That's like the sweet spot for many engines, in my opinion, between the like low-end performance and low-end pretty much economy and high-end performance. So that should be nice. Let's see how much room we have in compression. I actually want to leave, well, a lot of room for ignition timing, because it does help a lot in engines like these. And are we limited by exhaust? Oh, that's too much, I think. Yeah. Okay, that could be nice. 95 horsepower. Oh, I probably could like leave that about there. Get one more point here. Yeah, I think it's generally gonna be better. Okay, no further using that. That's cool. Okay. I hope I'm not forgetting. Can I let this rev a bit more? I'm running into issues there, so I'll leave it like this. The reason I wanted to let it rev a bit more is like that's your peak power, and that's all nice and all, but this is the bigger problem, because when you're like driving the car, like I'll show you here, you can be like driving at around this range, and when you change the gear, it's gonna drop you down to like here, I guess. So if you can rev the car a bit more to have another decline after this, then you end up being like higher up in the revs, you have more power. So the point is just to leverage this part of the curve when you're racing and trying to get the most out of that car. And yeah, I think this is it for the engine. I'm gonna go with hatch here. A lot of the cars from those years were hatches. Okay, and now what I want to do is actually I want to try and pretty much make the car as slow as possible, as lightweight as possible, so it becomes as fast as possible. Now, morphing doesn't work for some reason. Okay, now it works good. Okay, when it comes to this, this is gonna impact the track width and tire width that I can put in there. So those are subject to change later. Let's try and like push these in as much as possible. Okay, can I push this part, the middle part only in? It's gonna make one ugly car though. Okay, I think we can work with that and make it not ugly. Yeah, this doesn't go in anymore. Definitely. Cool. Okay, we've succeeded in making the car small. Paint, I'm really not much of a paint guy. I'm just gonna make it black and that's it. When it comes to fixtures, let's try and go with oval lights again, because we've had oval lights before. Actually this could be cool. It has oval lights also. Not that huge though. Something like this. And it kind of fits this part here. Does it look too modern though? No, it doesn't look too modern. It's okay. Yeah, it kind of fits in there. Does it look good though? No, not really, but it's fine. That's okay. Taillights. Just the normal ones. Why do they look so weird? Like, what? What? Am I blind or what? Look at the difference. Jeez. I don't want those. Okay, I get the difference, but let's just go with these. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, that's up with that. Okay. I don't think that feature, let's call it like that, was present before the update, but these look decent. I'll leave them there. So let's go to the indicators. Again, I'll use the same indicators, like, where's my indicator? I'll use the same indicators on the sides and here. So yeah, can these still be considered indicators, or should they be like here? Should I flip this? Probably not. Now, okay, they're there and they're indicators. If the police wants to argue, I don't care. Nice indicators. Okay, a grill. We could use the same kind of grill we used. What? It's not really the same kind of grill, but I think it would fit this car. So this part around headlights, that's also grill-ish. So we have some air intake there. That should be fine. That's some additional air intake there. I mean, we're not running a huge engine. We don't have like huge turbochargers or something like that. We don't need that much air. So this is fine. It doesn't even look bad, in my opinion. Vents. Yeah, we're still gonna add vents. We don't. Oh, these could be nice. Like, they go nice with this up here. So let's put them there. Not so huge, obviously. Like so. Can I make them like the same size somehow? Because like then in the factory you could like make like 4 of these, and then one is used there, one is used there, one there, one there, and then you just add these. It would make the process like cheaper, which makes sense to do it, because why not? Now, let's imagine they're the same size. I don't want to go and copy that. I don't feel like it. Okay, there we're reserving the spot for, I'm not going to use these, spot for license plate. What's this, sunroof? No. Lip spoilers, no, we're not gonna do crazy stuff yet. It's too early for that. Fuel cap, we need fuel caps though. They're important. Gotta feed your car. There you go, car. Now we can be fed. Door handles. Again, I don't want anything looking too fancy. This can be a nice normal 70s door handle. Looks kind of crappy, but 70s, so yeah, it's Oh my god, it's ugly. I don't care, it's 70s. These still make sense, actually. And also they can be like, let's imagine they're pretty much the same, exactly the same part from the other car. So all the parts for the other cars that haven't been sold or used, they can be reused here, which is nice. Also a way to cut costs for the company. Why not do it? Body molding, no, I've done that already. Aerials, they probably had like some radios at this point. Yeah, they had them, come on. So let's use it there. I mean the cars. Okay, I'm European, like I said already. So it has to be European plates in there. There we go. Nice. It's not even an ugly car, in my opinion. Okay, cool. Bumper bars. This car, that's a bumper bar right there. Like, that's a bumper bar right there also. I don't need those. Badges. Okay, now we gotta use the same badge as the last time. And if my mind serves me correctly, oh no, not there. Where's the octopus? We've had the octopus thingy. Can't find my badge. Help. Oh, it could be a mod. That's a problem. Yeah, like all the mods are disabled in this version, so I'm missing things here. Yeah, this is gonna be eventually like dealt with. But okay, let's just say we went through rebranding and we've got a new badge. That's this. Because of reasons. Yeah, sorry for technical difficulties. That's the new badge, and we're gonna use that one from now on, just so things like that don't happen again. But the car looks nice in front, and it looks like 70s car on the back, so that's all pretty nice. Yeah, okay, actually kind of happy with the way this looks. Wheels. I would still like to keep the normal wheels. They're gonna be bigger rims, but that's okay. Exhaust. I'm gonna give you an exhaust. Where did my exhaust go? There you go, buddy. Air is gonna have problems getting through that, but okay. This is, I don't need a tow bar or anything, so we're done with that. Okay, manual transmission. I could go for 5 gears. Probably too expensive at this point. I don't think I would get that much of a better fuel economy, so let's just go with 4 and leave it at that. Top speed, let's do the others, so we'll see what that's gonna end up being. Okay, now when it comes to tires, yeah, I'm gonna need huge tires for this car, probably, because I don't want to use sports compound yet. It's kind of too early for that. It would make sense to actually go with, this is too small, maybe not, 185, I could go with that. Okay, we're gonna leave them at 185s, both front and rear. I'm probably gonna have a huge front bottleneck because of this. This is definitely not ideal. Yeah, but that's fine. Like I said, bigger rims. 15 is too much. Okay, that's cool. I mean, 15, if it was a bit later year, would be nicer. It would be way too expensive at this stage, probably, so we'll just go with 14. I'm gonna leave them steel, obviously, because why not? Definitely going with discs in front. 200 could actually be okay, but I'll leave drums in the back. I'm gonna make them bigger, like so. Brake bias should be fine for me. I still think I could get some like easy locking on the front, and yeah, general understeer stuff like that. It would be kind of expensive to fix it. Not hard, but expensive, so I don't want to do that. To offset a bit, I'll go with standard instead of premium interior, both for the price and for the weight savings. And here we're gonna give them standard AM radio, like basic, kind of feels too basic. These are nice weight saving, but I don't know, it's like the sound, people don't like care about that decently. 8-track, look at the cost, no thank you. No power steering, we're sporty guys, we're gonna try and like kind of avoid going to electric later because of that. Also, sporty guys, so standard springs. I'm gonna give them monotubes there. Okay, now for this car, I'll probably start off with race and work from there on. Now when it comes to these adjustments, I'll lower the rates here a bit. Let's even it out. Something like so. That should be fine. What can we do here? Oh, no, not in that direction. No, we'll leave it at that. I won't mess with that much. These are probably also fine. It tends to hit them nicely. Yep. I don't know if I should make this a bit lower or not. I can't even. Okay. Then hopefully this is not gonna scrape the floor around too much. I don't know, I hope it's not gonna. I'm not sure if I forgot anything. The performance figures, yeah, they're not amazing. They're probably gonna be pretty much the same on a quarter mile like the previous car, because we've added weight. We've added a bit power, but not that much power. Because of the smaller engine, which is like more economy focused because of the conditions, market conditions that were around at that time. It's a compromise that companies would have to make at that point, so that's fine. Did I forget the, where is it, to adjust? Yeah, I forgot to adjust this. But I think it can do 185, so let's leave it there. 183, something like that. I could go and force this car to be able to take the second gear to 100 kilometers per hour, and or even 62 miles per hour, which is a bit more, and that way get better 0 to 60 time. But it's not gonna like affect the performance that much. It's not gonna make the figure look better. So I don't want to do that because it doesn't actually help, at least not in this specific like situation. So yeah, this is the car, and we're gonna export it and see how it drives in BeamNG.drive. So here we are in BeamNG.drive, and this is what the car looks like in the game. Not that bad actually. And yeah, we're gonna again try to do 3 drag runs first, and then drive it around a bit like on actual roads. Yeah, there's not gonna be any air coming through that exhaust, but that's okay. Yep, so the previous times, or times for the previous car, they were 9.95 seconds to 60, or 100 kilometers per hour, and 17 seconds quarter mile. So let's hope this thing can actually beat that. So let's go, 3 runs. I'm gonna experiment with launches, because the traction is definitely a huge limiting factor here. Yeah, I hope I messed up that launch, because this is slower to 60 than the previous car, and also on a quarter mile. So let's do that again. Probably room to improvement there. Okay, 0 to 60 is a bit slower than the previous car. also the quarter mile. Hopefully that was a better launch, we'll see. Now it's gonna be 3 ramps no matter what, so if it ends up being slower, that's fine. Because it is a bigger car that can like... Okay, it's a tiny bit slower than the previous car. Which is fine, because it's a bigger car, it can fit more people in it and stuff like that. Also, it's an oil crisis car, so yeah, that happens. It's way more efficient also. But now we're gonna take it for a spin, because the car should handle better than the previous car. Yeah, oh, I've tested it a bit for oversteer there. Doesn't happen that much. Understeer should still be an issue, but hopefully not that much. Okay, this is pretty fast for this corner. Nice, I mean, it handles way better than the previous car. So despite like the quarter mile times being worse, it should be way better on most tracks than the previous car, which is the point, so that's all fine. Also, it's very forgiving when you're doing crazy stuff compared to the previous car. So overall, better performance. So that makes me happy, which is nice. Yeah, when you're doing engine braking with this, you can definitely get an easy lockup on the front tires. I was mentioning that while designing it. That's an expected feature, let's call it like that. Both the understeer, which there isn't really that much of it, not as much as I expected, which is really cool. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna leave the link to the repository upload of this car, so you can like try driving it around, and hopefully you're gonna like it. And that's gonna be it for this episode, guys, so enjoy the rest of the drive, and I'll see you pretty soon.